Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. Whether you're watching us on Twitch, on TikTok, or on YouTube, it's lovely to have you here, and welcome as we begin a new saga following the life of a new character in a single-player CK3 run. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves up and running. Right, there we are. We are live everywhere from Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So, wherever you're watching, lovely to have you here. This is our new character we're going to be running with. Ima Mac Dhòmhnaill. Well, you'll see all the details for them in just a moment. But we're doing a new wandering adventure run. Where we're going to be running around the UK and Europe, and possibly the world, to create with our new character, who is a Norse of the Norse faith, with a Northern Germanic / Gallic culture, starting in the north of England, and is looking to get some experience and then find their own land. So we've gone for a fortune builder as the education, so that gives us additional stewardship and some additional monthly stewardship lifestyle experience. Our personality, we've gone for temperate to get a small health boost and a wee bit more stewardship, and brave, that's going to give us a +2 martial and +3 prowess. We're also hail, which gives another small boost and a small increased prowess, and quick, which gives us a very small boost to diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning, and provides an additional +10% monthly lifestyle experience. So we're going to try and get a camp together, raise some money, improve our skills, and go on an adventure. So without further ado, I think that's all we're going to do to our starting character. Let's finalize them. Let's get the White Wolf going. So, there's a few things we want to do as we start. The roads we walk. So we've got a few different options here, and you can actually mouse over to see what these options are. So we've got Petra the Chaste. He looks a pretty good all-rounder. Rough train expert, overseer, misguided warrior, fickle, paranoid, and chaste. One moment. Okay, he's not completely terrible. Because with the Wandering Adventurers, whoever you get to start with is really someone you're going to have to stick with. 30 the Holy. He's an absolver. He's got a pretty good spread of stats as well. So, we've got an Anglo-Saxon or two to join our camp there. They've got pretty high stewardship rating. That's okay. Good scrappers. Let's see what we've got there. So, Inwa. Strong, reckless, a tough soldier, impatient. His prowess is excellent. Oh. What the? Thanks, TikTok. What is going on with TikTok over there? And at least let's check out our second scrapper. 12, 10, 10, 10, 19. I mean, he is an excellent scrapper. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Welp. Oh, well, let's do what we can with what we've got. I was actually going to go for one of the other guys, but we don't exactly have a good second at the moment. That's going to be hugely detrimental to us. Never mind. Okay, well, there's a few things we're going to have to make some decisions on. We can determine our personal deity. So we can either go for a devotee of Odin. Hey, Doc, over on Twitch. Lovely to have you here. That gives us additional intrigue and piety per dread. A devotee of Ar gives us additional martial. That could be quite useful. Thor, the friend of humanity, more stewardship and prowess. Of Freya, we get more fertility and control growth. I think I'm a little bit tempted to go for either the hunter, hey Fire, or we can go for Thor. The additional prowess could be super useful. All right, let's go for Thor. And we're starting off in Dhòmhnaill. So, no snow here yet, unfortunately, Doc. So we've got a few more choices to make. We don't have a player heir at the moment because we're not married, but we're 16. We've got time. We've already messed up one of our choices, but we're going to go for stewardship, and we're going to try and push down on bartering just as a starting point to try and get some camp tax in, because that will increase our income or create some income as we create a barber's tent. And here is our camp that we'll be traveling with. So at the moment we've just got the pavilion, and I think we're probably going to go with the barber's tent to start with. The reason for that, it gains our camp gains a major resistance to plague, and we'll get a small amount of disease resistance. It reduces the friendly fatal casualties we take, and most importantly, it produces a small amount of income and reduces our plague danger. So I think that's where we're going to go to start with. It's a bit of a pain not having a decent second. And we need to choose a camp purpose. So we can either go with Wanderers. That's our current law, so there's an equal chance to find contracts of any type and may change to any other camp purpose without paying a hefty prestige. We can become Swords for Hire, which adds a large number of additional knights, 8, and also increases the number of men-at-arms regiments we can have. Reduce the embarkation cost, that's the cost for us going onto the sea, by 50%. And also unlocks siege engineers, lockwagging, and palisade buildings and ditch digging. We can become scholars, which increases our monthly lifestyle experience.
I say, old chap, I think those raiders mean to do us harm.
Hey, Dense Gaming, welcome. Lovely to have you here. How is your day going so far? There we go. If you're not already following Dense Gaming, go and check him out at twitch.tv/dense_gaming. How was Guild Wars 2 for you? Lovely to have you here. My other hunter, good morning. So we are just starting, for those who are just joining us, as a new wanderer, and we're deciding on our camp purpose. Good morning, Laz. Lovely to have you here. So we can become explorers that increase our travel speed and massively reduces the danger at sea and the coast. Or we can become freebooters. We'll get more criminal contracts of all kinds. I think I really want this Swords for Hire thing. How many... we have no champions at the moment. And neither of our guys would be any good as a physician. Do well, just chilling and do some busy work in Guild Wars 2 after some World of Tanks. Lovely. And thank you very much for the shout. Hey, no worries at all. Thank you so much for the raid. If you're not already, head on over to the Discord at discord.gg/Imaflanker. Say hi in the social channel, and I'll give you the streamer superpower over there, where you can let our community of a little over 600 people know when you're going live. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you. Morning, Morph. Just came in from work so you can put me to sleep like usual, Flanker. Love you too, Morph. Oh, dear Evie. How's Guild Wars treating you today? So there's some contracts available near us for hunt criminals. So just to show you, we've got reasonable prowess and not great martial. And we've got pretty good stewardship. So I think we're going to go and do the collect taxes contract first and try and get some of that done. I think the camp purpose... I don't know whether to start off with it, but I think becoming swords for hire is really where we want to be. And then see if we can get some press cranes. No, really, you came for the night shift, you need sleep. That's totally reasonable, my friend. Don't let that fire lead you astray into playing more farming sim all day. Guilds 2 is doing well. We've just got another tune to 80. Nice. So getting ready for the madness. You really want to try this game one day? We actually play a multiplayer version of this as well. That's every Wednesday and Thursday. And if you start as a Wandering Noble, you can create your own character from scratch during those games. And you only need the base game to join in with our community game. And it's just a light PvE versus PvP game. So you'd be most welcome to join us. We do one on Wednesday afternoons at 2 p.m. GMT, there or thereabouts, and then an evening one on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. GMT. But we host it up about 15 minutes before we start, and when you join the game, you benefit from all the DLC, even if you only own the base game. So you can find the base game of CK3, which I think is on Xbox Game Pass. You can certainly pick it up pretty cheap on CD keys pretty regularly or an equivalent. You'd be most welcome to join us. So, do we go for Swords for Hire straight away, chat? I kind of think we do. Hey, you're always most welcome, Dense Gaming. That's the whole point of community games, isn't it? Alright. We could increase our lifestyle experience, but I think we're going to become a sword for hire. We'll find more prowess and martial. Hang on, what are the... Oh, no. It is a little bit tempting to try and find more transport contracts. Seven nights of sleeping to flank it. Wow. Right, our Diplo is terrible, so if we end up with loads of Diplo contracts, that would suck. Let's just stay as Wanderers for now. There's no penalty to us staying. Apparently there's lots of contracts over in Kessel. So, let's go and visit the nearby town. So, as a wandering noble, we've got provisions that we need to just keep an eye on to make sure that we have... if you run out of provisions, it's a pretty bad time. Your armies start dying off, and there's lots of other problems that come with it. So let's go to the local town and mingle with the locals of the tavern. Let's hear a story or two. So, 17 points in wit. So that would get us halfway to... Or we could potentially get a martial increase by 1. Or more likely some martial lifestyle experience. Or exotic martial for 3 months. Let's gamble on getting more martial skill. Nope, we got the worst one. Let's see who's up for recruitment with our no money. Wow, he is a snake. What? He's got no stats because I think we're only just starting. So I don't think his stats are generated in yet. Early morning CK3 is weird, says Akol. Indeed. You still benefit from it. Yeah, but only for 3 months. Intrigue, criminal, or no, I'm not going to do any of those. Let's have a look at the castle, local training ground. We don't have the money for it. All right, so first things first, we need to go and earn ourselves some money. And the way we're going to do that is do a few contracts. Let's...
Physics just subscribe.
Hey, Physics, how are you, my friend? Lovely to have you here. Let's... we'll give that a go. So we'll try and get our first contract underway. And then we'll try and hunt some criminals, I think. Using that additional martial and prowess. The toils of war. As we walk through the streets of West Riding, a procession of soldiers emerge from a side street. Most of them are injured and aided by downtrodden civilians. A herald proudly stands in front of the throng of people gathering round the marketplace and declares with a loud voice, "We have crushed those Wessexian dogs again. It's only a matter of time before victory is ours." And yet the celebratory words pale when I look at the injured soldiers and their grieving relatives. So we've got some choices here. We can either donate some coins to the poor wretches. We're a poor wretch. Maybe they'll have some wisdom share from their battles. Which we may just lose all of our prestige doing that. But we may also gain martial or prowess. Or, well, enough of this doom and gloom. We have places to go. Let's get some early game piety. He deserves to not listen to me and wants you. And you once in a while torture is illegal. Thanks, mate. Love you too. Even when warranted. Master Ima, welcome, cries Reeve Sykelm as my party enters the city. In short order, I'm introduced to the other
Cody
magnates of the
Hunden
town.
just subscribed. Imaflanker.
Cody, thank you for the resub. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's 12 months now. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Cody. In short order, I'm introduced to the other magnates of the town. Wolfhair, Egfrith and Wolfmare. We're sure you'll agree with us when we protest this unjust tax. We are but simple city folk, and we've long since given everything we can to Earl Oswine. Maybe true, maybe not. We'll see soon enough. Right, let's start with Sykelm then. Sykelm's quarters in the city of Reeve are surprisingly extensive. It leads me to a room that clearly serves conferences of the settlement's most important people, seating me at the head of the table. Honourable Master, I'm sure you'll see Earl's avarice is misplaced. He's vested you with his authority. He help us in this matter. We'll see to it that the world knows of your generosity. As he speaks, my mind flits back to a large chest of what seemed to be silver we passed by on the way in. So, we can look through his financial records, look for telltale signs of misdeeds, or that coin I'm confiscating on suspicion. So we can take 28 gold immediately, but he will not like it very much, and we'll gain the gallows bait trait. I want to avoid gallows bait. We're trying to be the good and the great this run. So let's do the stewardship challenge. We pour over Reeve Sykelm's notes, receipts, and what witnesses he can scrounge up on short notice relating to his dealings at great length. It doesn't take much effort to prise the truth from him, something that seems near terminally surprised by. May our luck hold for the next one. Okay, so onward to Wolfer's properties. Wolfer appears to make most of his wealth from renting hostels for those visiting a local shrine and operating a small charity, taking just a few silver for himself, of course. I consider myself a no-nonsense man. I speak plainly and hope others speak plainly with me. The oil's tax is unjust and we can't pay it. That's all there is to it. As he speaks, my mind flips back to a large chest of what seems to be silver we pass by. Apparently, we're thinking about his silver chest all the time. So we can try a stewardship challenge, but he is significantly better than the last guy was, and probably by us. Right, we're likely to fail at this, but we give it a go. We did fail. Let's see. So the last one, we can look through his financial records or look for telltale signs of misdeeds. Actually, our intrigue's terrible, but so's his. So 50-50. I lead the conversation down all the usual avenues, making sure to leave enough pauses and trailing trains of thought to give him plenty to slip up on. It doesn't take too much effort to prise the truth from him, something he seems near terminally surprised by. Okay, so we need to gain another piece of evidence. It's not going to make much difference whether we do it as a learning challenge or using stewardship. We're kind of sucking at both of these at the moment. Yep. Let's tell them we're paying in full. And I've discharged my duties well. They're not going to be happy with me. But that's got us up to 50 gold. Won't be missed. As we continue through Halifax, my eye catches the elaborately decorated tomb amidst a network of common graves. The tomb appears to be cracked open, and just within its mouth, I see a glimmer of some unknown treasures. None but my party appear to be around, and surely whomever once owned the contents of this tomb would not cast judgment on me for taking what would otherwise go unused. No, we're not desecrating the dead. That's a really bad start. You did laundry today, so you had a productive day. Oh, there's something, bud. Right, what I'm going to do is just pause just for a second and sort out our camp. So we're going to start off with the barber's tent, so we need another 10 gold. And actually, let's go and visit the town before we move. Let's visit the castle holding. Okay, we gained some wit. And let's see who's up for recruitment. We really need someone that will heal. Or someone that will fight. We go into pretty significant debt to do that, though. On second thoughts, let's just get out of here. Has the town crier got anything for us? No. So, we're going to move on to a church holding just across the river. It's going to cost a little bit of provisions, but that should be okay. We're going to go to the Temple of Ripon and visit the church holdings there. So, the church grounds seem interesting, so let's go there. We'll go for a garden stroll. Oh, no. On second thoughts, no, we won't, because we're not going to convert to Catholicism. The church looks intriguing. The blessings of peace could be useful. And we'll balance our humours, although we spent quite a lot of gold there. Let's see if the town crier's got any more contracts. Intrigue or criminal, let's head back. I'm done here. Let's see if we can get one of these. These aren't going to be our greatest contracts because our champions aren't the greatest at military. And we don't have a good second at the moment. Which is a bit of a pain. Because they boost all of our stats. Okay, so we're just going to go through and see. These are unlikely to be successful contracts for us. But we'll give it a go. Right, and we'll speed through this. Flexible leader. We'll get 21 experience in Wanderer. Well, that gets us towards more diplomacy and learning and travel speed. Or we get to keep our options open and be a flexible leader. I think we'll do that because I think we're going to go and create an army over time. Ruin rambling. Scouting ahead of the camp, I come across a ramshackle collection of traders that gathered around some large but old and ruined buildings. The remaining ones in good condition have been occupied by the merchants. Their wares are fairly standard, food mostly being on a well-travelled road that would no doubt attract many purchasers. Yet my eye is drawn inexorably towards the grey, pockmarked walls of the ruins. So magnificent they are, the merchants occupy merely the outskirts, but its dilapidated heart remains untouched. So, we can either get some more provisions or let's go in and have a look. We discovered a small trinket in the ruins. That adds to our prestige and our learning. A shrill shriek snatches me from my slumber back into the blackness of night. I follow it to the source of the noise and find my champion cowering in front of his tent. But do not go inside, there's a wolf in my bed. I peel open the tent to find a wolf, his belly rich with child. It snarls and growls at me, doubtless fearful of what I may do to its unborn babes. So we either gain stress because we're brave, or we slay the beast. We have slayed the beast and gained the nickname the Wolf Slayer. Travails of a cook. I don't think we're being unreasonable, starts the cook, who presumably drew the short straw, coming to speak to me, waving an arm dismissively at the surrounding terrain all the while. Even in this rich forest, we can't take time to stock up on some of the little luxuries that make our food bearable. I sigh, weary of the conversation already. I wonder which of us will break first. These feel like the ravings of a lunatic. I checked the stocks just this morning. We should be well supplied for months yet. We are. We're supplied for a year for an army. We've got a well-provided camp. There we go. What are you even complaining about? Learning on the job. Of those I've chosen to involve in this little contract, Suba is probably not the absolute most skilled. Still, he's clearly applying himself, determined to not let my efforts go to waste, with the aim of improving his skills in matter of prowess. Bettering yourself is costly, but it helps us all in the end. There we go. And we'll wait for our 50 days until the next phase. We're going to risk it. No, we failed. Damn it. Oh, are you kidding me? This may be a short run. We've got consumption. tuberculosis. Oh no. And we can't afford a physician who also has consumption, for goodness sake. Starving soldiers, a figure stumbles into camp, dirty and tired, and clearly in need of a square meal. His name is Samunda, he says. Oh, absolutely, we could always use another blade. Come on, join us. And are you better than poor at being a... Nope. We first meet Longshanks in the dark forest of Dunholm. The Norse warbler spread out towards and around his own little band of ne'er-do-wells, all of us tensed and ready for bloodshed. I expect more if I'm honest. Clearly the good old's budget is suffering, so shall we. So... is Longshanks any... Oh, Longshanks is pretty freaking awesome. Oh, we're now gallows bait. We did a special failure. We're doing really poorly. Damn. Those are all criminal contracts. I think we are actually going to have to move. Go to the next town. We moved our camp to Leeds. Are we stuck with... I think we've had a derp, chat. There seems to be... Where the heck are we? Oh, we can't take any actions because we've got consumption. Well, you know what? Let's head south. There seems to be less plague there. We'll scout for talent while we're doing it. I think we may end up going to Kent and crossing into Europe to do some missions because we've got nothing here, and because we have consumption we can't visit the town to go and get more, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, we've gained a little bit of martial lifestyle experience. Continuing to move while we're ill is ill-advised, but I think we're going to... in fact... We're going to customize the route. And what we're going to do is go and visit all of these points of interest to try and get a little bit more martial experience. So all the ones that have the little logo on will all provide us with a little bit of martial experience. We're going to go through our supplies quite a bit though. And we need to look for non-criminal contracts. We're nearly at the lifestyle bartering, which will give us the camp tax. It's not a lot of martial experience, but a little bit helps. Okay, our camp's moved to Gloucester. And we can now get the camp tax, which means that we'll reduce the cost of building buildings and also gain half a gold per month. Right, there's no contracts here. What an umpty. So we're going to go and visit Canterbury Cathedral and we'll customize the route to go take in the Salisbury Cathedral. We're running a bit low on provisions though. We may have to just cross over to Europe. Go over to West Francia. 150 learning lifestyle experience. Our little income is from the camp taxes gaming. We're nearly out of debt. We nearly have more than an overdraft. Really does screw you over pretty quickly if you don't get a personal physician quickly. And I can't visit anything here. I can't see any contracts, so I know I'm not employing a court physician. You're kind of stuffed with consumption as well, because you can't go and visit the church to visit the healer to get yourself healed. Or to help anyway. Is she actually any good? Oh, wise woman. Right, we're going to be massively in debt, but can she be my healer, please? Oh, she's still terrible at it, but you know what? Let's do it. A bad healer is better than no healer, maybe? We might have to restart this run, chat. There are no contracts. We have to do something soon because we're running out of supplies. All right, what if we move over to Rouen? Cancel that. What if we move over to Paris? Or you just keep going for diplomacy. This barony thinks poorly of us. because we took that one criminal on. Alright, we'll cancel that. We'll go to Paris, who I'm sure will think poorly of us as well, but... Do we just go and commit arson? Desperate times and all that. Looks like we're going for gallows bait. We'll try and earn enough money to wipe the slate clean later. Amiens seems a pleasant place. A shame to visit under such unpleasant circumstances. Close to nightfall, a small band of my followers and I await the shadows not too far from our target. A small market square surrounded by a throng of close-packed houses. Let's go axes at the ready. We excelled at our contract. We got 101 gold. Murder foe, burn property. Well, you know, we'll just we'll do a little bit more burning. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I don't love my chances here, but let's give it a go. Can't really afford to keep losing provisions. We got a little bit from completing one contract. We're just going to have to... beggars can't be choosers and take every contract here. But it's not going to make us very popular. Squaring the circle. I don't need to be as slow and just getting to deliver death's embrace. Wow. So, he doesn't really care how we do it, but we have to kill someone. We'll focus on a higher success chance. Let's have a look at what our chances are. Alright. As an assassin, Longshank... Oh. Hang on. Let's pause a second. As an assassin, we'll put Longshanks in. He's going to add 29% to our chance. Our champion can go into the infiltrator. Okay, we've got a reasonable chance of this working. Is she better as a lookout? Yeah. Done. Let's get ourselves... underway and speed through a little bit. We're going to try and assassinate. We're still the good guys, right? Right? Unfortunately, we suck at diplomacy. Or even worse at it because we have consumption at the moment. We tried to persuade him to join our camp. We really need this to succeed. Oh! Chat! I grew gaunt and coughed and bled. I thought I would waste away to nothing. It certainly felt that way when I could barely climb out of bed. Yet my health and strength recovered, if ever so slowly. Finally, I am ready to face the world and all its challenges. We recovered from consumption. We no longer have TB. We can go into cities. Right. We'll just keep playing on fast just for a minute to get the... Oh, pause that. So we've learnt... refill men at arms. So we've got another perk we can use. We're going to go for golden obligations because we're broke. So anyone we have a hook on, we can demand payment for the removal of that hook. Starting with Count Berenger, who, if we just asked him for gold, would be 22. He doesn't have anything. Yeah, he's not going to like us for this, but there we go. We now have 88 gold. And that's important because we're going to then use that to build a barber's tent, which gives us major resistance to plagues, a small boost to disease resistance, and it gives us a little bit of cash every day as well. So that will take 6 months to build there. We can maybe get ourselves back on the straight and narrow, chat. What could go wrong? We're fugitives. I mean, that could also be something that goes wrong. Right, we're going to appoint a caravan master. Let's have a look at the scheme we're running. So we're at 72%. We're not quite as desperate just to get this done. So we'll spend the 10 advantage we have. Oh. Oof. We are not wanted anywhere around here. In our desperation, we became gallows bait. Martial contest. As we pass through the market in Noyon, we hear a loud yell coming from a corner behind one of the stalls, where a group of people are watching two men fight. As we get closer, one of them is lifted by the other and tossed several feet away, followed by the crowd cheering and money changing hands. "Who's next?" the man yells into the crowd. As his eyes scan the crowd, they land on our group. His face splits into a malicious grin as he looks at us. I mean... yeah, let's do it. We won the duel. Yes, we gained 150 prestige and 50 gold. Bank, I heard Othred shout in panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound like that of wood breaking or my patience finally snapping. I step out in the dirt to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my leader. It was my turn as lookout and I fell asleep at the reins. All right, let's just sigh loudly and... carry on. And we'll try protecting the weak. Yep, the same people that were going out to murder them were back to protect you. Don't worry about it. A duel demanded. I am Jean of Clermont. I have bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly, all those fights were dull. So I am here on this road looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant. And on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. It's a 50-50 chance of us getting wounded. Or we could just run him over. Let's have a go. We won the fight. Jean has joined our camp. Is he actually any good? Yep, high prowess. That's going to be useful, particularly going to do this contract. Golden obligations is so powerful in obligations in adventuring. Yes, yeah, it is physics. We'll add to increase our chance of success because we... let's pause while we just do this. So 33 is the highest there. So we'll put Jean in there. Longshanks in there. So we've got a 96% chance of succeeding there. We'll put some in there and then outcast. Yeah, outcast. There we go. So 60 days for next phase. It's going to take us a little while. But we'll only need 5 keys to be able to complete the contract. That should be fine. So we'll speed through. Also, our camp should be finished soon. Crimes of passion. Rounding a little cluster of tents as I leave my pavilion, I come across a gaggle of followers having dinner around a small hearth. Curiously, both Jean and Uhtred are amongst them, neither of whom particularly enjoy one another's company. Before I have time to ponder such a strange quirk of seating, Uhtred mutters something unaudible, only for a whisper to send Jean into a blind rage. With a flash, a weapon is drawn and blood about to be spilt. We're going to try intervening, I think. Well. Oh, Barber's tent is finished. Hang on. Let's go to our camp a second. Move that out of the way. So we go to... Baggage train will give us more transport contracts, or we can go with the proving grounds, which unlocks the Master of Arms, which I think is what I'm going to do. So we'll make sure that's being built in the background while we're doing this. My spot. Move your cursed tent, damn it, Jean. This is my spot, cries Semander, disrupting my evening walk. Jean seems unmoved, simply folding his arms across his chest. It cannot be your spot if it's got my tent up on it. Now get it. He snarls back, desperate for a higher authority. You know what? Figure it out amongst yourselves. We're not getting into that fight. We're trying to build our prestige. Try and reduce these phases. So as soon as we get 5 advantages, we should be able to just do this with a good chance of success. And then maybe we can head back to England and then north to civilized lands. Life in close quarters tends to magnify relationships, good and bad. Well, that's good. I mean, good for them. I'm not going to do anything, but 2 of our camp followers like each other a bit more now. There we go. We've got to our phase, so we can just execute the scheme. Seize the moment. And we've got 33 gold and can carry on our way. Our learning's average. It's not great, but we'll try that learning contract as well. We're not hugely welcome round these parts. Let's stick to the script. We'll try and do a very basic success here. Fruits were delicious. Jeez. And our proving ground's been completed in our camp. So what to do next on our camp? Learning scheme phase length 10 days faster per scheme. Mortician's tools can be useful if you're running around where there's lots of fighting going on. How much do we need for the pavilion? Or maybe we save for that, or we could... Yeah, we're not a million miles away from being able to upgrade our barber's tent, which will improve our income a little bit as well. And we've upped our provisions. Do we want a men-at-arms regiment from France? Or, in fact, do we just start building our own? Try and get some Varangian veterans. So anything else here? Well, we can go into the village now, so we can at least do that. We'll visit the castle holding. Mingle at the tavern. And there's a diplomacy contract nearby. Exotic diplomacy is not the worst for us for a wee second. It means we're not completely terrible right now. Let's see who's up for recruitment. I don't think any of those are great for us. Let's go and have a look at the castle. I think we'll take him. Because the more people we have in our entourage, the more success rate we can have at contracts. So let's do that. Oh, hang on. Is Lupe any good? No, not really. And let's head back. I was thinking of something else. Martial duties. That should get a couple more contracts here. And while we're here, we'll also go and gather some provisions, because 687 food. So that'll feed us for a little while. We'll take the tax contract here, and then we can move over to instruct knights. A woman of unusual skills. After we've travelled together for a while, I've noticed there's just something about Birthgith? She seems to know the weirdest things, often coming up with curious conversations with those around us. She comes very close to heresy with some of her thoughts, often question what the rest of us take for granted, and yet I cannot help she's right with a lot of her opinions. Let's see if we can get a wise man. We've gained the trait wise man that gives us +1 learning. When we get back here, we need to go and listen to another story in the tavern as well. In short order, I'm introduced to the magnates of the town. We're sure you'll agree with us when we say we simply could not, nay, would not, hide anything from Count Renaud. I think that is a lie. Okay, so we'll try going through his financial records, because we've got reasonably high stewardship at the moment. These ones are a 50-50 chance we might fail. And that's only just more than a 50-50 chance. We'll try a diplomacy challenge. We have discharged our duties well. And none of them like us. Right. We're going to visit quickly to go to the tavern. Because for 18 gold, we'll get +1 diplomacy. And let's move our camp. Because we are fugitives in this area. Look, what's a few burnt buildings between friends? Mercenaries of Valos. We sit in a quite empty tavern in Valios when a band of ragged-looking soldiers come barging into the common room. Their leader, a confident brute, pushes one of my guards aside and has the audacity to sit down at my table. Nobleman, oh my lord. Interested in the service of the best band of mercenaries of Valos? My loyal men you'll never find, at least if you pay us properly. So we can get an army of 600 men. Though they're mercs. Or we could appoint him as our bodyguard. Oh, done. We'll appoint him as our bodyguard for 20 gold. Because that gives us an excellent bodyguard and another person that's going to help with some of these other martial missions. Let's have a look at him. 32 prowess. 23 martial. Yeah, okay, he's worth the gold. We'll try for a higher success chance. I do not fancy our chances much here. Truth be told, musician or a scribe. Right. So I'll put you in here. Our scribe. And our second. Okay. So this is not going to be the fastest of missions for us to complete. But that should be a decent earner for us. We'll visit the church holding while we're here. Exotic martial is fine, I suppose. Raoul is a decent healer. Some stewardship contracts, that could be good. Oh. I'll be in debt. We better not. Might come back to that later because we've got some more stewardship contracts over here. Let's go high speed through. So we're just waiting for these keys. A martial-minded woman. After a hard day's ride, we arrive at location Orson and heard our quarry frequented to find a surprising scene. A lithe woman is currently grappling with a much larger man. Normally this would seem hardly a fair fight at all, but the instant later the bout finishes surprisingly. The first figure, broadly grinning, helps up her opponent magnanimously after flicking her eyes over to regard me. I've not seen you around these parts before, she smirks as she addresses me, dropping into a sardonically elaborate bow. My name is Bodil. I know why you're here, but let me warn you, anyone who wastes my time has to pay me a sum for my troubles. Alright, we're likely to fail, but let's give it a go. No, we failed. We're in debt. Oh, hang on. Wounds Fester. Perhaps it was foolish of me to choose two people who seem to hate each other to act as my aides in this contract. Certainly the constant arguments and petty spite from Uhtred and Thierry seem determined to prove so. Still, no matter their loathing, they should be able to focus on the job at hand. So we can either force them to work together, keep them separate, or leave them alone. We'll leave them alone. We probably need another 3 more phases to try and improve our success chance, which is going to take a little while. But we did just get another stewardship perk. I'm going to go for cutting costs. Not because I want cutting costs, but because I want professional recruitment afterwards, which will increase the skill of the tavern, of the potential recruits at the tavern. So, learning on the job. Of those I've chosen to involve in this contract, Uhtred is probably not the absolute most skilled. Oh, I don't want to give him critical stress, though. Kill him. A well-oiled machine. A little forest of tents putting itself up every few evenings is something we've got very, very good at of late. First one, then another, with people and tools spreading out down the lines to help their neighbours in a model of speed and efficiency. Even Orson and Semender, neither who have historically seen eye to eye, are helping one another tonight, laughing like old friends as they go. A place for everything, and everything has its place. So we can offer them another hand. I don't think they particularly... we'll just say it's good to see them getting along so they improve the opinion of each other, so they're hopefully less likely to stab each other in the face or any other body part. Uhtred has stopped bathing. Oh no. Two of my agents, John and Uhtred, seem to have found a common cause in our plan beyond the basic goal. Oh, his diplomacy can increase by 2. Right, actually, oh, let's pause. Well, they want to... Gain to the hook. We can demand payment. We're being asked to join a war. Problem is we don't have any soldiers. I think we're okay, actually. I was hoping to find... Oh, for a contract? No. Alright, I think we've leveraged as much as we can out of that chat. Let's upgrade there. And also in our camp followers, we need to add a Master of Arms. Okay, I think that's us in a better place than we were. I will appoint Rel as our personal physician, so we have a decent physician now. And we'll try and improve our monthly lifestyle experience, which is going to cost a bit of gold, but should also help us get more learning more quickly. I think they're all the rest of them are looking good. Uhtred's not amazing as his position as our second, but that's okay. We'll do the Instructor of Knights. A rival's end in the dead of the night near Rethel. I'll step up quietly. What was that sound? Oh, Ruthet! Ha! Uhtred has suddenly drawn closer to Semender and killed him. Cool. Well, if they could stop killing each other. That was my caravan master. Oh, well, let's reward him with being the caravan master then. Definitely a wolf that stabbed him several times. Without friends or protection, I'm interrupted from my stroll near my pavilion by the approach of a nervous stranger, a man who introduced himself as Abu Bakr, as so clearly as alien to Rethel as I am. Lord, you and I both know these lands have no truck with those who worship differently from the lords and ladies. Momentarily he pauses, steeling himself for an clearly expected rejection. Is he any good? Honestly, sure. You can join our camp. The more the merrier. A trodden path. The procession has ground to a halt a stone's throw from Messier. I look over to see my bodyguard Thierry dismounting and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered around him. Thierry looks up as I approach. My lord, there's an ant path here and I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. Really? Oh, we took over his guide and got lost. Right. Carry on then. So we're going to just train these knights. Oh, he's useless. Okay, he's gained Holy Warrior. We'll train another knight. Contract complete and 108 gold. That'll do nicely. What the? I'm not joining that war. Nope. So for the other side of the world doesn't really benefit us, chat. Let's go. How are you today, Mark? So we will be playing some other games soon as well. I've got hopefully Waggly will be around a bit to play some co-op games. Okay, another happy patron. Job's a good one. Let's move our camp to Paris. We'll get a little bit of extra experience. We may find some more. As I'm looking through the market stalls in Châtillon, I feel my purse string cut. Despite my immediate reaction, the thief disappears into the crowd. Only through pure coincidence, one of my guards sees the man as he heads into the back alley. "Stop or have your head," one of my guards shouts at him as the thief turns around, giving us an angry stare. Oh, excellent intrigue, reasonable stewardship. Come aboard. Bit melancholy you had a shouting match with someone who was trying to bully me. I'm sorry, Mark, that sucks. I hope you feel better soon, sir, and get it resolved. That's... no one should have to deal with that. Fire say, speaking of card games, I'll DM you 2 keys via Steam. 1 for Waggly, maybe. Have more codes made for Cody and Laz. Okay. Oh, hang on. I need to check my DMs. I've noticed Thierry avoids me more than usual. He always sits the opposite end of the table. Whenever we're invited to a feast, he consistently refuses my company. I need to keep hold of him. You know what? Let's do a sway. He likes me. Oh, game. Why? Okay, we can gain some learning lifestyle experience. And let's go and see the caverns, or taverns in Paris. We can go fishing here as well. Lose some stress, but no food. Okay. Let's visit the castle holding. Okay. We need 65 plus. We've got 34. That does get us on the way. And if we get the extra wit, that will give us more diplomacy and more monthly lifestyle experience. So let's do that. 45, 32. He's not going to be a great knight for us, but he does have lots of stewardship experience. It gives us a little bit more of a breadth of skills. And let's see. Stewardship contracts we can do. He's not good enough to replace our Master of Arms. I think the amount of grief we'll get from them thinking Asatru is evil is not quite worth the amount that we'll have to pay for him. So, Leah, let's just gamble. Damn it. It was worth a try. Oh, we failed miserably at that. Hey, Brexius. Damn, we failed 2 arbitrations in a row, and it's not like we completely suck at this. Well, apparently we do, but, you know. And then we'll do the Hunt Criminals contract and, I think head north then. So, our diplomacy is average at best. We really need to start looking for a spouse as well. Wow. 60% chance of success, failed 3 times in a row. Doing well. We'll go across the river. Go to the city of Montreal. P.S. Please Lang 83 says, buy a lottery ticket. You must have used your bad luck cup by now. Right? 60% chance of winning 10% of the time, apparently. Oh, we can visit a fine craftsman. +1 prowess, glory hound. +2 prowess. Even if we go into debt, this is going to be worth it. We'll take a mace. There we go. Are they just going to let us go into debt for this? They are. This is possibly a terrible idea. And by possibly, I mean is a terrible idea. We owe a lot of money. More and more into debt. This seems fine. Everything's fine. So, back to camp it is. Oh no. The afternoon is quickly advancing into nightfall as we enter the local farm estate of Saint-Denis. The estate owner Bertha greets us warmly and promises to host a lavish feast for us. Once feast starts, we dine on a veritable menagerie of roasted animals, stews, soups, bread, and the like. In the morning, Bertha approaches me as I enjoy my breakfast. My lord, hosting such an extravagant shindig as yesterday can be expensive. I'm not going to annoy the King of France too much until we're out of France. We're massively in debt, though. Well, let's go to the tavern first. All the important stuff. Right, we're in debt anyway. Why not go for more debt? Oh, transport contracts, absolutely. So we'll take this one first. I would be very unlucky if I lost this duel. There we go. We got him. Killed him straight away. Well, that's good news. It means we don't have to traipse around all of France. When do that travel contract? Oof. We'll come up and do the other one afterwards. I like how Flanker only reads the messages today where gifted keys ignores all the others. That's Twitch sellout spirit. What are the messages you sent me? I've been keeping an eye on Doc Placebo as well. Coming here. Taking part in our court. Right, let's speed up a little bit. Oh, I gained martial experience because we saw a battle on the way past. Our proving grounds have been completed. We need these transport contracts though, because getting those additional armor and weapon was spendy. We gained the reckless trait, damn it. Okay, there's our new stewardship perk for the professional recruitment. We want worldly knowledge next. I'm probably going to regret this, but we'll take a men-at-arms regiment. They got some armoured footmen. I mean, could be worse, could be better. This is fine. Travelling through the sometimes harsh environment has an invigorating effect on at least my state of mind and vigour. As I glance over, however, it does not appear to be quite as good for Barthélemy. His movement is laboured, his breathing is heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through his body. Clearly, he's not well. We'll let him rest and recover fully. It will slow us down on our travels, but that's okay. And then we'll do the escort emissary and the settle boundary dispute contracts. Gather up some provisions again. Apparently back and forth across the mountains. We'll nearly be out of debt when we've done this. I don't mind losing prestige to... A stroll around the markets of La Haye, a loud ruckus comes from just a couple of stalls down from me. There's a furious man, animate and wave his hands. Serengon de Gressa et Douce will have your head for this, he yells. There's another merchant who looks, if possible, even angrier. I'd love to see her try. The stall owner dismisses the merchant with a wave of his hands. Oh, we got much stress at the moment. I think we'll just watch the spectacle and carry on. Oh, we can join a knight errant. Again, knight errant training, 15 years. As we travel through the area, I take in a beautiful view from the mountainside. When I steal my eyes away to focus back on the stony path ahead, I realise we've been surrounded by a group of ruffians. A fearsome man, presumably their leader, steps in front of our caravan. Passing through these mountains will cost you. Don't care who you are. Anyone passing through my mountains pays. Yeah, not me. We beat the bandits. You've come to my acquaintance's behest. No, on what business? Ooh. There we go. Transport contract done. We're back in the black. I mean, not by much. We've got all of 6 gold, but we were 200 in debt. So, I think, Chad, that's a win. Oh, now I need to... Let's go and visit the pub. We got exotic diplomacy, which isn't great, but... No, none of that's good for us. We can try and do this contract in Rouen. Morning CK3, indeed, Rogans. How are you this morning? Today is not CK3 all day until Tactical Tuesday. We're just waiting to see if Wagley wants to play games and what games Wagley wants to play. $19.19. Okay. You can be our musician. He'll be our shill, along with Jean. Longshanks will be our socialite, and Orson will be our poet. And then we're going to have to speed through a year to do this contract. $50-50 to gain some prestige. We gained a bit. And we'll stay out of everyone's way who are becoming friends in our camp. It can only really benefit us. Before we do that, we've got another stewardship. We're going to take worldly knowledge. So every time we pass through a capital point of interest, all of our followers improve all of our followers gain 1 skill point. The stress game will probably be better, but I'm trying to make sure our camp is as happy as they can be. Right, we'll reduce the stress. We're going to have to wait until we've got 10 keys. Which is a bit of a problem. Peace, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, I think... If I... Oh, our hook's expired, damn it. Well, I'll execute with confidence. There we go, we gained 150 prestige. Right, stewardship perk available as well. I'm going to try and get down to architect down this side, I think. Then we may switch our switch what we're trying to do. A faithful visitor. There's 45. And we'll gain 90 experience in Wanderer. That will give us a learning diplomacy boost. There you go. Let's make sure all of our court is occupied. We'll gather some provisions. And then head off to do these 2 contracts. And we really do need to get ourselves on the road and get ourselves some actually decent men. Always feeling willing to follow a fellow Derpa streamer. Well, I'm definitely that. Come on, arrive. Right, before we go anywhere, we're going to go into the city and go to the tavern. Nope. Let's visit the fine craftsman. We're going to be in so much debt again, chat. Actually, I think my armor's fine. I think that is all fine. I will take some more transport. Okay. Done here, back to camp it is. Let's... We failed another we have not successfully completed a single arbitration. My word. Going ever further into debt again. So let's go all the way back here. Our diplomacy is not completely terrible, but it's not good either. So maybe we just do the other travel contract. Because that will also take us to another capital, which should improve everyone's... There we go. It should improve everyone's stats. And we may be able to sell one of our trinkets. We may be able to sell the mace. Now we don't need that anymore. Because our prowess is now 37. Nope, there's no one there. We can gain the trait Poet. Absolutely, let's do that. No, the counter control is going to be expensive for us. Passive arms scheme, let's try that. We'll go north. We'll do a martial contest. Absolutely, right. Let's do a balanced range of contributions. We've got quite a balanced lot. Not me changing my mind constantly about what we're doing here. So quite like to get the personal belts done. Because that will get us a heavy infantry captain, and we're going to be quite heavy infantry focused. Sol, how are you?
Solshinery just subscribed. Empires run by plainclothes Santa Claus.
Thank you so much for the resub over on Twitch. So much appreciated. Hope you're having a cracking day. Oh, we can just execute our scheme right away. Seize the moment. So what we want to do is... in our wee camp, well, I was going to need 2 upgrades to get to that. All right, we'll have to find some more fighting contracts, I think. as it was in Riem. I'm not fancying this contract that we're going to, but beggars and choosers. And now, when we go and see a point of interest, we'll also get 20 gold. So we might do a lot more travelling. Let's try a balanced range of contributions and see what we get. Right. So it should be a fairly short scheme. We might do okay. 92% chance to succeed. We could wait and get 10 advantage, and that will get to 97. But given we've failed every time that we've taken any sort of risk, I think we'll just take the 5 days and go traveling, because we can go to points of interest to earn gold now. So we can go across the map and just keep visiting points of interest and do the occasional contract as we go. You've been playing 6 Days in Fallujah single player. The squad manager is pretty cool, but the AI does tend to expose itself. Oh my, you should really have a word with them about that. And also fall off ledges. Oh, the falling off ledges is rough. We may as well wait for 10, I think. Uh-oh, Utrecht. Figure it out amongst yourselves. I think we've lost Utrecht. So we're going to have to get ourselves a new caravan master and a new second. Well, Raoul can become our second. Our new caravan master, let's go with Henri, is going to significantly increase the safety, not necessarily the speed. Oh, that will be enough. We've got another hook. I think we might just demand the payment. He's paid off his obligations. That's not bad. That'll do nicely. I don't think we'll get the 20 gold because I think we've already visited here. But that transport contract will mean he owes us again, and we'll bring some extra money in. Friendly fire, what, they just fell off the... Oh, he's called Son of Wolves. We're doing a wolf run. We'll train the boy. Right, Count Bernard, we excelled at his contract. So we can demand payment when he's got some money again. Open inventory. Right. If I customize this route, go north to a point of interest. That's fine. We'll get a little bit of cash on the way round as well. Oh, which reminds me, we've got... gallows bait scum. Wow. In our camp followers, we should now have the heavy infantry captain. There you go, plus 50% heavy infantry damage and heavy infantry scheme. That will do. So now if you have a look at what little military we have, now 69. That's not bad for just armoured footmen. We were going to be running around in Scotland as the son of a wolf. We gained more wander experience, but we got consumption and had to leave. So now we need to find some more contracts to do. There you go, a decent chunk of money there. We'll upgrade and then we'll be able to get another men-at-arms regiment when we've got some more money. We'll see if there's any more contracts here, but failing that, I think we want to go visiting capitals and go for a big wonder, because that should get us loads of money in. So, go on. One day, there we go, visit the city holding. There's some nice stuff, but... what's our current armor? Plus... yeah, we already have a pretty effective battle axe. That's not bad, but... let's go and mingle the tavern. What an intriguing hooded figure. Oh, well, we tried. Ish. None of those sound good. So, back to camp it is. Let's have a look, chat, where we can go. Morning, Wagley. How are you? So I think we probably want to... it's probably worth heading to Scotland for us. Or down to... maybe we go down to Spain and then continue onwards from there. Also, I don't care about danger so much as I care about danger of plague. If you go to Scotland, bring me back broccoli and chili cheese pies. Those pies are so good. I'm going to customize the route and go a stupidly long way around, I think. Oh no, we can do that on the way back up. I was going to send us over here, but we're going to use loads of supplies. Let's just move our camp a little bit at a time. Be patient. And I'm no longer wounded. But we're going to build a decent army, is one of the aims. And we'll go take our butchery on tour. We're not desecrating the dead. Come on now. Could really do with finding a wife in one of these areas, though, because we are getting on a bit. Oh. For an exchange 30 stress, we can get 1 learning. Well, our learning kind of sucks. So I'll take that. Well, he's not terrible. Oh no, I'm not having him replace my bodyguard. I don't have 90 gold to be able to go training. Sparring was inefficient. Let's head south. Actually, let's go to Italy. Because there's quite a density of areas we can visit there as well. Well, it's going to cost us 1,200 supplies. We cancel that and do it. High chance of danger there. Though if we swap out the medical equipment, I might regret that later, for mountaineering gear. That makes it more acceptable. Yeah, let's go all the way down there. We'll go and see what's happening in Spain. You still have 2 of the pies in the freezer. I am very jealous. Another bodyguard, that's okay. So that gives me... Is that both my bodyguard slots filled now? With excellent bodyguards. We are going to need to start thinking about heading north. Oh, stop. Bought the travel. Oh, there's no holding there. Okay. There's a few contracts around here we can do, and another transport one there as well. So I think maybe we just knock these contracts out quickly. We'll do the instructor for knights first. Our final knight. Ah, Simon couldn't keep up. We got 35 gold for that, though. Oh, we'll do this escort emissary contract and then head south. We'll get there eventually, honest. Can we find a decent person we can marry among... A 7-year-old or a 5? Are you kidding me? We killed a boar. Is this playing unlanded stuff, a new DLC or something? Yes. It's the Wandering Nobles and the previous DLC allow you to be... we're being an unlanded adventurer rather than the Wandering Noble. So we don't have any land. Let's just demand payment, please. And pause a moment. So we can try and get ourselves some land, or we can just keep wandering for our entire lives. Right, we've still got 3 months left on that pavilion. But once we have that, we can get our second men-at-arms regiment. The ball dies at our hands. That was way riskier than we should have taken. 6% chance for our run to end there. We'll take this contract as soon as we get back to Perigord. Getting popular ale? Yeah, we'll do that. We don't have any stress to lose, so we may as well. Well, our followers can become inspired. Why not? Now, I think a roaring campfire. Number of nights +1 unlocks camp revelries. Is he actually any good? He's okay. Let's, can we educate child? Oh no, we're already... We have a player even if we just die out now. So, there is that. We can do some more knight training and then do the boundary dispute. And then head to Spain. Because that trading knights is quick. I don't want to... Knight effectiveness plus 20%. We could stab him in the back for the healing water, but you know what? I think we're okay. So our character's done okay so far. We're now fully a wit, which is why we're getting an alternative exchange. So a level 3 wit, which has given us +1 diplomacy, monthly lifestyle experience plus 10%, and arm movement speed plus 20. Our traveller, we're heading towards Wandered's season, which, if we could just give it a wee second to do this thing, will get us +1 diplomacy and learning and +1 stewardship and prowess when we get to those. So the more we're moving around, the better for that. Could really do with finding a wife, though. And our adopted son is doing okay as well. Oh, there we go. In travel to accept. Let's train these knights. Okay, we've got some more cash. 4 months until our campfire's done. Try and settle the boundary dispute quickly. And then we really do need to head south, but we could do with the provisions from the contract. That's why I'm... The first time we've ever managed an arbitration success. Aha! Right, military. We're going to create a men-at-arms regiment before I forget. We'll get some Varangian veterans. They counter spearmen and heavy cavalry, but also will be ridiculously OP. Nearly 97 attack. So we'll scrape the barrel first and try and inspire them. And then we'll refill what's left with gold. And then let's try finally to move south. Can I, if I just click over here, will it? Alright, wrong one. Let's visit the castle holding and... There we go. We should probably also, before we start moving camp, even if we have to pay for it, I forgot while we're at the holding, we'll try and get some more... Oh, bad words. We'll see if there's any more missions. Martial duty and supplies. Let's just buy some. Where did it put the other one? Oh, there's another instructor of knights here. Yum. 70. And contract complete, 68 gold. Which means we have a hook on him. Why is it saying to move the camp to? I mean, honestly, that doesn't seem great for us. We'll do this, and then finally we'll get into the water. Damn it. If you can't afford to buy the field, then it's their cotton you're harvesting. Unfortunately, fire. That sucks. Well, another transport contract up here as well. What we'll do is we'll take this, and then if that escort emissary... We may as well just move the camp down. So I'm hoping that will take us down to Navarra. Let's go to town first. Oh yeah, possessed lunatic. That seems like an excellent addition to our camp. Yep. Maybe we just we'll just buy a few supplies and carry on with our day, eh? Or we could sell some artifacts. The fine mace we're not using. Okay. There we go. We improved our prowess again. We're at prowess 39. And then we'll gamble and win. We won! Finally! We played the lottery and won! Right, we're done here. We had a round of dice, we won. Let's do the balanced rounds of contributions. Well, should probably learn the language my wife speaks. Next time you rent the hearthstone by the field. Never made cotton before, now you know. That's reasonable. Yeah, he's not completely terrible. He's coming along as a character. I'm not going to wait the whole period, but I am going to wait until we've at least got our success chance up a wee bit. Because we're spending all this time here, we may as well make the best of it, right? Wow, that's huge fire. Okay, we've just been paid 54 gold. Can we do the... Right, hang on. Is it under decisions to hold a camp revelry? Or activities? Well, I can train for tournament quickly. I haven't actually... Ah, there we go. Camp revelry. Trying to decide what we're going to add to this, or do we just upgrade the base? Probably need a little bit more money. Let's stick to the plan, Flanker. Let's travel to that contract, and all my camps shall travel with us. And it's going the opposite way that we were going to go. Damn it! Why are we having to go up into there? Can we not go... Ah, because of the... Well, we're crossing. There we go. We'll go and collect 20 gold from up here on the way past. We've got enough provisions to allow us to do this, so... at least it means our camp is all over in Lotharingia together. Thanks, lads. Well, our followers upgrade the skill by 1 and we gain 20 gold for just visiting the Kingdom of Brittany. Not trying to actually change my route, but what I might do is, if we're heading over this way anyway, we may as well extend over to Würzburg. Maybe just do a wee bit of a bimble around here. Let's donate, because we need ways to increase our faith. Eyes of the night. Morning brings report that a man-eating beast has struck again. Another life vanishes without a trace, save the slight drag marks and a few flakes of blood where the nimble creature disabled its prey. Let's cry taking his head. Oh. Oh no. The beast fell to our numbers. We had a 20% chance of dying there. Ready whenever you are for a small feast, says Wangly. What sort of thing do you fancy playing first, Wangly? Or... Sorry, I just got your Discord message at the same time. Okay, the Count. We excelled at a contract. We increase our regiment of armoured footmen by 1. Oof. Liberation contract. That's not going to make the King of France likes anymore. And we've gained another stewardship perk, which will further increase our camp income. I've had whole countries that haven't had that much income. I'll take a boost of stewardship lifestyle experience. Right, we should really slow this down though, a wee second. Let's go to the castle holdings. Okay, so we're refilling our regiments because just because you upgrade them, you don't get them full. So it's been a bit cheaper. All right. On second thoughts, let's head back. There are some contracts here, but what I'd like to do before we switch games with Wagley is head to the next town that's a point of interest, because that will gain us another 20 gold. I think we'll then go south and then up this way and round to here and just go back to the UK. Oh. Before we do that, though, we're going to need to get some provisions or we're going to be utterly stuffed. Damn it, the guards are summoned. Well, a transport contract it is instead. Damn it. Right. I'll be back in a second, chat. I just need to go and grab something. Sorry about that, chat. We gained the gardener trait. Excellent. +2 stewardship, minus 20% stress gain. Actually, if we're all the way down here... we may as well, right? Let's go continue customizing this route. So we'll go. Oh no, that's a terrible idea. Nope. Might leave that a bit alone. Done. So we're going to the walls of Genoa. So it costs 20 gold, and everyone will count one additional point of experience. We have some runs going on Planet Craft, the supermarket game, Sugar Shack, Kebab Chef, Farming, Ale and Tail, and Contractville. Or we can do something new. I'm down for any of those. Cody, if you wanted to play Kebab Chef, maybe we could do a Kebab Chef first. I'll finish this trip and then we'll do a switch over. As the distant city of Roma is a forest of towers and a maze of stone buildings. As we approach, the scenery shifts. Ruins of monuments, walls, and ancient churches coexist with farms and grazing animals. Pilgrims seem to be everywhere, bartering, conversing, and queuing to the shrines and tombs of the city's saints. Mansions of forgotten aristocrats now serve as hostels for the faithful. My follower muses thoughtfully, "My liege, we could spend time here to study their customs." So we can either get an artifact... or... well, let's give it a go. We got some more piety. That's pretty difficult for us to come across at the moment, so I'm not unhappy about that. Astroneer is on sale for a few days. We could have a look at Astroneer as well. But yeah, I think maybe finishing one planet first. Buy now, play later is on 66% off on Humble. Yeah. Oh, the barber's tent's been completed. We're gaining loads of money from this. Let's upgrade the barber's tent. There we go. So we gain 4 trait experience in experienced traveller. So we're now +1 diplomacy, +1 learning for all this running around. And every point of interest we hit, we're getting 20 gold. Oh, we took on quite a bit of stress there. So it increases diplomacy or stewardship. There we go. Stewardship's now 3. All right, we've knocked some of our stress down. Oh, men-at-arms counter efficiency plus 25%. Faithful. Treatments have a better outcome. Wards can gain additional skills. We've got a ward. Let's... Oh, no, we don't have a ward anymore. Oh, but our wife is pregnant. We'll see. All right, we got ourselves a fair amount of experience, and maybe that seems like a good point to stop. So we haven't got an heir yet, or well, we haven't got a biological heir, but we have got an adopted son that we found wandering around. The son of Ima Mac Dhòmhnaill. And we've managed to get our character to a decent state. 17 diplomacy, 15 martial, 22 stewardship, 10 intrigue, 16 learning, and 40 prowess. Between our various wanderings, our prestige is at 1819. We've got 258 gold. Our piety's at 1,481. We're trying to get ourselves a devoted servant, and I might do a camp revelry when we start fresh. And we've got a couple of 2-size regiments that we are going to be able to upgrade to be 4-size, and we've got 1 additional slot for a men-at-arms, so we can take on another regiment and we can recruit, which I think we're probably going to go with either more veterans because they are terrifying, the amount of damage they do, or potentially looking at some Huskarls because those will counter archers for us and also do a pretty terrifying amount of damage. 86 with 40 toughness compared to our veterans with 97 with 47 toughness, but they don't counter bows, and at the moment bows would be a real pain for us. Bows and light cavalry. So... And I'm kind of hoping that we can get to be a champion of the Swan. So we need to get to Exalted Among Men with our level of Fame, which we are on our way to at the moment. We need to change the Sword for Hire camp purpose, which we should be able to. We need to get rid of the gallows bait, which we could actually do now if we wanted to. And you have to complete 10 martial or prowess contracts of no criminal nature. So there should be a decision somewhere which is wipe the slate clean effectively. We'll lose some we'll lose our progress on Gallows Bait, but it will mean that we're able to then go and take the champion of the Swan. Wipe slate. There we go. I don't know whether that will allow us to do it completely. I remember if you ask for a men-at-arms contract for a different culture, you might get their uniques. Yes, which is why I'm kind of also looking at whether we can go to Wales to get some of the longbowmen. But right, let's save ourselves up. The Camel Elephant Brigade of Wales says fire. Well, quite possibly. So, let's jump into voice so I can grab... catch up with Wagley. Hey, Wagley. And we'll change ourselves over. So if you're watching us on Twitch or TikTok, it's okay. You don't need to do anything. You can just stay exactly where you are, and we'll be back in just a few moments. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll post a link in just a second to our next stream, which will be some Kebab Chef, which we'll do for a couple of hours. Is that still okay with you, Wagley?
Sounds good.
Awesome. And we'll be playing some more of that CK3 run, just as whenever I've got some solo time to play games when Wagley's not around. So, let's set ourselves up a new stream in YouTube. Right, and I'll load this in the background while I'm setting up so you guys can start. Let's load the game. What the heck? Sorry, continue is what we need to do. Right. And then I can invite... and make sure Twitch... Do they really need to do this auth code every single time? Oh, really? Okay, that should be connected to chat. How do I invite you to this? Or can you just join now, Wagley?
I'll have a look.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to leave to the menu. I think I hit the wrong thing. No, right, create room, continue. I really do need to switch stream over for YouTube. Right. There you go. I've just invited you and Cody, and I will just deafen up, put some music on. I'll be back in a second.
Foes turn to strangers, but they stay fools. I'll break the chains, take the pain to save you. Save you, baby, I've been high and low. All the feelings I won't show. It's better if I let you go. You'll be better off alone. Pretty little fears I got, second guessing every shot. I won't lie, no I won't lie. I'm free but now I'm lost. Freedom comes at a cost. I won't lie, not this time. It's better if I let you go. You'll be better off alone. Ain't nothing we haven't tried. I'll sing you one last goodbye, and I won't think twice.
Right, sorry about the delay. We're just going to switch over. So if you're watching on YouTube, we're switching games over. And to make it easier for you to follow just the games you want to watch, we're switching over now. There's a link in chat for the next stream that's just starting. For those on YouTube, on Twitch and TikTok, you can stay exactly where you are. For those on YouTube, click on the link and we'll be over in a moment.